ear raped by your shitty
Yeah, I'll
ass.
help you. It says it's gonna start at 11:45, and I'm waiting.
Hey. What's going on, Alex? What's going
There you go. I can see you.
on? I want to see
Uh,
how. I forgot how I could edit it to where I could choose the game. I forgot how to do that.
so far, your audio sounds good. Sounds really good.
Mine does, not yours.
Oh, well, I mean, isn't that like a me problem?
Exactly. So you gonna
Is
play
that
Minecraft? Thomas Korea. I'll play if you subscribe. Entertainment. There we go. Okay, we should be good.
Did you mute me so they won't hear my liberal takes on stream?
Are you muted?
Wait, I don't know.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm not muted.
Oh, okay. I was supposed to be like, what? Okay. Um. So yeah. So for the that was like it kind of depends what the company's looking for, and I imagine that a startup is not going to be looking exactly for the same thing that my company is looking for. Like on our end, if you're not that great on the technical side, we kind of cut you some slack. What we were supposed to, like, I didn't want some shitty ass person. Yeah, not like the first one. I feel so bad for the first one. Um, what ended up happening is, so I did my first interview, and it was like I don't know, 8 in the morning. And first off, I'm not a morning person. It's funny because like Brandon would always tell me like when you pick your interviews, pick it after lunch, and I'm like, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. Now I understand because like after lunch, my interviews are a lot better because I was fed. I was like, that was after I was done talking to my coworkers. I was having a good time. So like the one in the morning got the shittiest version of me.
Do you even know what you want to ask when you do an interview? By the way, I feel like not even. You probably have a better idea, but
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
yeah. So like when you do interviews, do you even know what you want to ask or like what you're looking for?
Yeah. So what my company is looking for is they're looking for someone who is technical, but not too technical to where that's the only way they think. Like that's why it was important for you to ask those behavioral questions correctly. Let's answer them because um, we do deal a lot with talking to kind of like government workers, and they're not the most technology inclined. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so like I don't have necessarily questions that I'm looking for. I have more of like responses that I'm looking for. The questions are always basic across the board, and this is like even with my experience from doing a ton of interviews from different companies. Because you have to understand, I did probably like easily 100 interviews minimum. No, my heart fell. I've minimum done 100 interviews in my life, and there's a lot of things now that I know after being on the other end that you know you kind of look for. One is kind of like they're looking for a specific set of people. Like they're either looking for super technically inclined people, or they're looking for people who they don't mind training up a bit. It's kind of like a little hodgepodge of depending on what they're looking for. I would say usually Glassdoor or like other websites can kind of give you an idea of what they're looking for. In this case, it doesn't seem like that's true. So that's where it's kind of like good luck in general. See a lion takes? Oh my god! Actually though.
Hey, I think that'd be cool. What is that speedrunner timer? What's it called? Like a splitter. Life Split, I think it's called. Yeah.
Live split? No. Stop. Watch. Overlay for OBS. Am I gonna download a virus right now?
If it's split the live split, no, you should be fine.
Oh, what is it?
Was it live split? I think it's called live split. Download, yeah. I think that's what most people use. Best speedrunner timer.
Least latency possible per click.
I mean, there's an online one you can just use. It's called Live Split One. Let me see. It should just like.
How do I make it appear on? This is, OBS.
Can't you click overlay? And just have like that thing.
Overlay. So I don't know if you noticed, but I have it to where if you chat, it pops up on the stream also. I feel like I need to. Oh, I don't have it on this one actually.
Oh my god, fake fucking viewers. Fake streamer, unprofessional, actually bad.
Copy. Browser source. Okay. There we go. That should be good.
Oh, it does work, I think.
I think I like this display keystroke a lot more, honestly. Why not? What is this?
Which stream should I join? Should I watch over on the Twitch stream or the fucking YouTube stream?
Let's see. Oh, here we go.
If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and scale to the 15-minute mark.
How do I download something from GitHub? Oh, it downloads it. There it is.
Okay, what kind of timer are you using?
Why did your audio just sound so much better?
Yeah, I switched my mic.
Wait, let me see. Then I found one off of GitHub.
I don't know how that works. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
Wait, did someone say something?
Yeah, on the Twitch stream. I guess this whole dual streaming thing is pretty hard, huh?
Crisp. Oh, cauliflower. I don't know who that is, but they've been appearing a lot on my Twitch streams, so we're gonna.
Yo, shout out to cauliflower then.
Yeah.
420 praise it.
I mean, I don't really eat it, but it's fine. I have nothing against it. It's just a little dumb. Oh, there we go. Okay, so then I do that. On the browser, OBS browser source. Oh, okay.
You got it?
I think so. So then we add a browser source. Let's copy.
This is gonna be the fastest build stream you've ever seen,
Oh, sick with it. How do I change the color?
guys. Match.
Can I change the color? Let me see. I'm gonna customize. Open the custom HTML. Tweak the settings on the page. Let's see.
Oh, what?
This is so much better. Yo, get out of here. Text font. How about color? Color. Oh, what's a good color? I guess I should make it white.
I think to make it easier, yeah.
We should have it displayed. I think I should have it displayed on the top left. And then I can make it
Cauliflower
bigger.
is broccoli without a soul. That's why it's so fucking ghostly.
And then I can have it be oh, I could just there we go. That's not
Cool. Can you make it white or
I can. Let me see where I went wrong though. So generate timer to place a generate file into the same folder of this app. Oh, okay, so it's not in the same folder. Assets. Main CSS. JS. Where does the folder get created? Oh, was it because so generate timer HTML? Oh, it's in my downloads. I have to go to my downloads. I have to go display timer master, main, and then this one I can move back a little bit, put timer HTML here.
I can't wait. People are actually gonna have to skip to the 15-minute mark to see the actual build.
Okay, so then I have to restart this application. Does this not work? It did not work. Like I did. Open the custom HTML, tweak the settings on the page, generate timer file, place it in this app, run the application, and click the start button. Open the generated file on the browser or OBS source. Oh, open the generated file on the browser or OBS source. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god.
You good? Did you get it?
Yeah, but I made the freaking font super tiny. Generate timer. Here we go. I think I got it now. I got it.
Cool, cool, cool.
I got it, Twitch chat. I got it. Relax. Oh, that's so crispy. Aha. Look at that.
There we go. We're in business.
That's delicious. Okay. So I can just pop that down. Actually, I wouldn't need this. I would need the
If he doesn't get it, you guys are just gonna have like no concept of time. Just look at how long the video is, and that's how long it took him. Mine is like 16 minutes. It's okay, guys. We're gonna splice the video actually, so we get a better time.
I'm actually trying to figure out how to make it start.
Don't you just click on it? I thought you just click on it. Which one did you download? Did you download LifeSplit? Or the GitHub one?
The GitHub one.
Oh my god, there's so many fucking repositories.
It's Keystroke server. That's the one that I didn't even get start. That's my question. Control 1. All right, let's see if that works. Control 1. It started. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, now I'm freaking out. I don't know what to get, dude. I don't know what to get.
Bro, you're inefficient, dude. 10
dude,
seconds you didn't even. Oh my
I'm
god.
fucking this up, dude. I don't even know what Legos are anymore. But yeah, no, like the main important thing is like you have to know what your company, well, what the company you're playing for wants, and kind of just play to it. Like I know, and Don gave me a few examples that I feel like were good. One of them was he felt like the job that he worked for before this one wanted someone who just purely developed in C#. And the job that he has right now, he feels like they care a lot about social aspects also, like all these kind of things. So you kind of just have to gauge what they're looking for. Like definitely in my company, like you have to be social. You cannot get. It's almost like they distinguishedly only hire people who are more social than not.
That's why you had to hang out with your coworkers, right? Because if you didn't, they're gonna fire you.
No, but it is kind of expected for you to hang out with them, because the the company is like moving you around a lot. And one way they try to circumvent like the sadness of being moved around is kind of like, hey, we know it sucks, but at least you get along with your coworkers, and if you ever feel lonely, you can hang out with your coworkers, all this kind of stuff. My big issue with that is like my coworkers can't be my friends, because that could get me in a lot of trouble.
Why?
Because like we're not all alike. Like my friends are my friends for a reason. My coworkers are my coworkers for a reason.
I see. Okay, I get what you mean.
So that's why it's like.
It means you don't like different opinions. That's cool. No, I respect it.
It means I don't want to get fired for my opinions. So that's why I'm like, whatever. It's
You haven't had to deal with anything like that yet, though, where it's kind of like close or like you're kind of like you could be off about people, but like it hasn't been to a point where you're like, these people, I can't. There's no way I could talk to them.
there's definitely been times where like it's been a bit sketch, and there is a bit of a tension kind of brewing. And during those times, like you just shut up. No matter what you say, like you just shut up.
But it's never like involved you, yeah.
Once apparently, like I was talking about,
What?
so like one night I had way too many chili cheese dogs from Sonic, and I threw up that night. Like I felt so bad I threw up, and I was telling that story, and like two people were like, okay, stop right there, I'm feeling uncomfortable. And I just thought, what? And and then that's when I was like, wait, like what about that makes you uncomfortable? And then that's when she was like, Alex, just stop right now. And that's when I thought, okay, like I'm just gonna stop before I get in trouble.
Okay, that's
And if I can't talk about that, I'm just like, then we're not friends. Like I don't get like
you can hit them with like. Imagine how I felt though.
in my culture, actually, we can't talk about it. So you're just disrespecting my culture.
Damn,
Nah,
that's crazy.
So that's why like it's my big argument where it's like, okay, if we can't talk like that, then no, we can't be friends. Because like that's nothing compared to like other shit that I say.
No,
Should-
yeah, I mean, I don't know. That seems weird to just be like, if it's like, hey, like when I hear about like throwing up, it makes me want to throw up. Then I'm like, okay, for sure. Just say that though.
No, yeah, I totally get it. Like if that was their prerogative, I'd be like, I get it. But it's not that they just didn't say anything. All they said was like, I don't feel comfortable right now. It's like, sorry, I guess.
Sorry, I guess.
I don't know. So that's my big argument of like, then we're not friends.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like it's on you. It just sounds like it just couldn't handle the puke. I don't know.
I just can't handle the puke.
It's too strong. Wait, so why did you? Okay, why did you eat a lot of chili cheese fries?
So it was like my first time eating at Sonic. No, I think it was my second time. And the chili cheese dog was so good. And I saw that they had one that was a foot. And I thought, you know what? Why not? When in Rome, you know? Screw it.
For sure.
And I got the one that was a foot. But then after that, I was like, it's so good. Why just get one? Why not get multiple? Then I'll have one to eat later on. So I get back to the hotel and I eat the first one. And I'm still a little bit hungry. So then I thought, hey, you know, let's just take the second one out now. Took the second one out. Got halfway through, and then I thought, well, I don't want to put it in the fridge. If I put it in the fridge, then it doesn't taste as good. So I scarfed it down. So I ate 2 full feet of hot dogs, chili cheese dogs. It was 2 feet. And I did not feel that well. But I was like, I'll just sleep it off. So I knocked out. Woke up randomly at 3 a.m. with some extreme pain in my stomach. And I was like, this isn't going to end well. So
Yeah.
I went to the restroom and I sat down for a while. And nothing was coming out. And I'm like, oh my God, please no. Like the pain was enough to make me sweat. I was sweating. And
Sweating.
yeah, I was sweating and I was like feeling like passing out in the restroom. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I have like some anti-inflammatory pills.
Okay, cool.
And I took one. But the thing is like you kind of have to wait for it to kick in. So I was like the whole time I was like waiting for it to kick in, being like, please, 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 please. It wasn't kicking in quick enough because like after like I want to say 3 minutes, I just knew what was coming. You just know. And I didn't want it to happen because I've never thrown up in a long ass time. Last time I threw up was like, I don't know, 8 years in Mexico. It was a long ass time.
Oh, that's a record, dude.
Yeah, it was. I did not want to. It just doesn't feel well. And I fought it until at one point I was like, this is what I have to do. I ran to the restroom, and it's just, you can see chunks of the hot dog too. It was disgusting.
Oh my god, Alex, you're making me
You're
uncomfortable.
making me uncomfortable right now. So that was that.
That sucks.
Yeah. Um. Oh, I give you a perfect example of when someone started feeling uncomfortable. So
Wait, really quick. Would you get another chili cheese fries though?
I haven't yet. To be honest, like for the past 2 months, like when I was kind of moving around and doing shit for work, I ate so much fast food. I am not. I cannot anymore.
It's that bad.
Yeah, the only things that I really feel like are my go-tos now are Cane's, Chick-fil-A, and In-N-Out. Anything other than those three, I just don't see the point in. I'm kind of tired of it. Especially now that I have like a whole kitchen.
right now for a minute.
Well, now that I have a whole kitchen for free, I just like to see what I can make now.
Hey, there you go.
Like I kind of saw the recipe on how they make Chipotle rice, and I'm gonna get those ingredients and try it out. See how it tastes.
So wait, what was one of the other issues?
Oh, so one of the other issues was that do you remember oh you I don't know why I was gonna say do you remember? So we had a thing where we had to kind of do a festival for an elementary school. So we set up booths and all this kind of stuff. And the thing is, so one of my coworkers, she was like, "Oh, like she's gonna do face painting, and it's gonna be like a rocket because that's their school mascot, the rocket." And I made the joke of like, "Oh, as a school mascot, it's good to know I'm gonna be one of the drunk dads that shows up with like a rocket painted on the beer belly, and I'm gonna like rip my shirt open and be like, 'Yeah, rockets, yeah.'" And then she was like, "Honestly, dude, you're making me feel uncomfortable right now. You need to stop." And I'm just like, "What?"
Why?
But she's the one that says off-colored shit. Like she'll say things like, she'll be like, if I really want to find another husband, that's fine. All I have to do is be okay with getting beaten. And I kind of want to do one day. I just kind of want to be like, "Honestly, dude, you're making me feel uncomfortable."
You could run it. I mean,
Nah,
not a good idea to be petty in the workplace for sure. But
it's not.
what a phrase though.
So it's just because I'm not used to like the professional work environment. It's just getting used to like what other people are okay with, what they're not okay with, all that kind of stuff. That's something new for me.
I guess at the same time, I don't know. This seems like a little like too. I don't know. This person just seems like the eggshell kind of person. That's whatever. But you have like other cool coworkers. What about bureau card guys? Those sound. I mean, like they sound really cool.
They're the super on the left ones.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Tough.
It is tough. But whatever. They're not. This is why I have such an issue with the idea of like being friends with them, because there aren't people who I'd be friends with outside of work. So why would I? Like, if they say be friends at work, yeah, I get it, 100%. But
Sure.
like, they expect us to like go out outside of work and have fun and blah blah. It's like, no, I'm okay. Let me see. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5.
Okay, but like, if you want to make friends outside of work, how's that going?
I'll tell you when I make my first one.
That's tough. It's good that you have friends visiting over.
Yeah,
Who's next to visit him?
I'm waiting for Ivy to come. I don't think she's gonna come, but I'm kind of burnt out from that right now.
Oh wow,
I
you're
kind
gonna
of
miss it.
no, I wouldn't miss it. I'm just gonna start inviting people again, but for now, I'm kind of like I just want to chill, to be honest. Because like when people come over, you have to be social, you have to be interactive, you have to go out, you have to do this. And there's weekends where like I just don't want to do anything.
No, for sure. I hate interacting with my friends. You said it right.
Fuck friends.
Wait, have you talked to Brandon? How's he doing?
Brandon is doing great. He's a little on the fence about his job at the moment.
At Google?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
yeah. So other than that, he's doing great. He's got a great girl. He's got a great life. He's just doing great.
That's good.
Okay. Did I tell you about Nacho Daddy Girl?
Not your daddy girl?
Yeah. Did
No, it sounds pretty cringe, but
I? Okay.
you know.
No. Okay, hear me out. So David and I went out to a restaurant called Nacho Daddy.
Okay.
Now, I was deadbeat tired because it was after work. And when we went out to this restaurant, I'm going to preface this by saying I want your opinion on whether she was flirting with me or not. So we went to this restaurant. At the beginning, she was already kind of like, "Hey, are you okay?"
She's flirting with you. That's it.
That's it. That's
Mood
it.
check.
She was like, "Hey, you okay?" Blah, blah, blah. And like, I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, it's just you seem down on energy." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a little tired." Okay. These are a few things that were happening that I wasn't catching up on. So David was like, and he was one that was noticing all this. David was like, "Hey, have you noticed that she always comes and talks to us?" And I was like, "Nope. There's 3 other tables that she was waiting on." And then whenever she would leave from talking to us, she'd like skip back to the back. Not only that, but so this is how the night went. She got our order. She kept on saying like, it's funny. No matter what I picked out, she would be like, "Oh, that's my favorite." And I'd be like, and like in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, don't sell anything to me. I'm already wanting it. You don't have to sell it." And because my opinion is always like, because she was very attractive. In my opinion, is always like, if a very attractive waiter talks to me like that, it's for one reason. Because they like me. No, because they
tip, right?
yeah, the tip. They want a big tip. So, and I don't mind that because they're putting in the effort for a tip. I just want to kind of tell them like, "Hey, listen, you don't have to do that. Just make sure my water cup is always filled, and guess what? You get a really big tip." So that's the way it started. Like, oh, like that's my favorite, all this, all that. Then it kind of gradually increased to like, at one point she came and took our order. I got a burrito, and she was like, "Oh, like I really like it." And then she stood around for a bit, and then like I just looked up and looked at her, in like in a sense of like, "Okay, like are we done here? Do you need anything else?" And then she was like, "Oh, I'll go get your things, and I'll put the order in." And like she would like skip to the back, and I'd be like, "That's fucking weird." But I'm tired, so I don't really like catch on to anything. And she would like always come around and be like, "Hey, so how's everything? Hey, so how's the food? Hey, so how's this?" And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, how dead is this restaurant, or how much of a tip do you need for you to leave me alone? Like, I don't get this. I need you to shut up. And I was just trying to be there with David and have a good night. Like, I didn't need her coming up. And then at one point, David was like, because I was trying to talk to David, and I was like, "Are you paying attention to me?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm people watching." And I was like, "Who the fuck can you be watching right now that's more interesting than me?" So then he was like, "Have you noticed that she always wants to come up and talk to us, and she always kind of looks at you, and then she always kind of just stays quiet, and even though there's nothing to say, and he's like, she's our waiter. She's not supposed to be doing that. She's just supposed to like get what we need and leave. And I was like, huh,
Okay.
that's interesting. Because the thing is like, okay, let me give you a prime example.
Yeah.
She was like, hi, what can I get for you? Oh, I'll have the California burrito. Oh my god, I love the California burrito.
Okay.
And then she leaves.
Is that
That's how
it?
long. That's how long the silence
Oh.
was. And
I
at
don't
that
know,
point,
was there-
we're just looking at each other. And then this is when David was like, I feel like I'm right. So at one point, David needs to go to the restroom. And she had just gotten back from from taking our order. She had just gotten back. Out of nowhere, she comes back again. And she's like,
you hear the kitchen door fucking crash open. I got your food. Like,
and out of nowhere, she comes back again. And she's like, hey, I just wanted, and I jump up. I'm like, oh, so what's happening? Because I'm like half asleep. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? And she's like, oh, I didn't mean to scare you. And I was like, no, like I'm fine. It's just I didn't expect you. And she's like, yeah, I'm just checking up on you because like you seem kind of out of it. Like, are you okay? Should I call someone? Blah blah. And I was like, no, I'm fine. And I explained to her like, I'm just tired, and this is my first like experience of a 9-to-5 job, so I am just dead beat. And then we started talking. She's like, yeah, like I honestly like could see myself having a hard time with the 9-to-5. And then we started talking about free time. And then we started talking like a bunch of different things. And I told her like, listen, like if I'm worrying you right now, please don't be worried. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you being worried. Just know that I am okay. I'm just super, super tired. So I'm going to be super slow, and I'm going to try to react in a way to make me seem more social than I really am right now because I'm just dead. And then she was like, no, that's fine. I totally get it. And we're talking, and then David comes. And when David comes, and that's when she's like, all right, well, I'll go check on your food. And David was like, dude, what the fuck was that? And I was like, what? And he's
yeah,
like,
maybe she didn't want to talk to David. It's just like, this one dude keeps staring at me. The other guy seems chill.
but like, why leave right after?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm right about this. Maybe it was just like did David just keep looking at her or something?
No.
Oh, so you just noticed. I don't know, dude. You would have to ask her. Go back, see what happens.
So this is when David was like, I think she's into you. And I was like, dude, how can you tell? So this is when I was like, okay, she's into me. Let me preface this. So then that's when I was like, hey, when she came, because she came back again, because she visited us like 15 times that night, dude. Like,
She's a good worker. Like, what do you want?
no, we never needed anything. She would just like walk up to us and like say, is everything okay? And then we would always say yes. And then she'd be like, okay. And then like she would kind of like talk a little bit here and there about herself, but that's like, I'm not continuing the conversation. Like that was the issue. I would just kind of look at her like, duh, we're trying to eat.
It sounds like you don't like her. So do you even care?
I care. Like she was super attractive. The issue was like in my mind, I always see people like that, and I'm always like, never gonna happen. So why even bother?
Aw.
So that's where I was like, whatever. So then she came back, and like she always fucking does, and I was like, all right, David, watch.
Why are you mad about this? Hold up. What is the attitude? Calm down.
Because she should have been upfront with me. So then that's when I was like, all right, let's see. So I was like, hey, are you local to Salt Lake? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Is there anything you can really recommend? Because at that point, we had already talked how we're from California and all this kind of stuff. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she started thinking, she's like, oh, man, like, honestly, all I really know are kind of like restaurants. And she's like, how do you feel about restaurants? And I was like, I love food. And I made a joke, and I was like, listen, if you recommend me Nacho Daddy, I swear, because that's where she works. And I was like, you better not recommend me the place you work at. and I thought it was a funny joke. And
I thought it was funny too.
and she was like, she gave me like 3 restaurants, and at the end of the 3 restaurants, she was like, sorry, like, and she was like, do you mean like date kind of thing? And I was like, honestly, like, I don't really have anyone, so I can't really say date thing. And she's like, oh, all I really know are date spots. And in my mind, I was like, oh, she has a boyfriend. If all you know are date spots, you have a boyfriend. And
Okay, no, what? Well, I don't know. Maybe you go out on a lot of dates, but I don't think it specifically means that you have a boyfriend. Come on.
so then at that point, I was like, all right, not interested, because, you know, she's probably got a boyfriend. And
Uh-huh.
then we started talking a little bit more. And David was like, dude, what was that? And I was like, I don't know. Because we were confused. Cause
Okay,
like,
David's gotta also fucking stop.
why?
That's so. That's funny. I don't know. There's something about that's funny. Just like, bro, she was talking to you. What the fuck, dude?
No, but it's
Holy
like,
shit.
okay, the reason why is because like we thought we were getting like hints that maybe she was into me. And then out of
Uh-huh.
nowhere, like, because what does it mean when you only know date spots, you know?
It means she only knows date spots.
But does she only know him because she has a boyfriend?
I don't know. Maybe she went there alone and she like saw other people there that were in a couple, and she's like, I guess it's a day spot.
I guess it's. We talked about how I'm on like dating apps and everything too, so it's.
God, yeah, I bet, because it's like tragic out there. How like awful.
Because she asked like twice, and she's like, so like you're not seeing anyone? And I was like, nah. And then she's like, and then that's when I told her like, well, that's what Bumble and Hinge are for, ha ha ha. And then she was like, yeah, that's how you do it, ha ha ha. But then that's when I started thinking like, wait, was that my chance? So
I
like
don't know if that was your. I mean,
the whole time I've been thinking about like, oh, you know, our date spots. Well, maybe you and I could like try it out. But I don't like being
Great.
forward.
then fucking stay single. I hate it. She could have a girlfriend. That's true. You don't know.
So outside that whole night, I was just fucked up, and I was like, fuck, like, did I miss a chance? Did I not? Did I miss a chance? Did I not?
I mean, I don't know if you missed a chance. Probably not. Or I don't know. Like, you could have just asked, and then it would have been like whatever. I guess it'd been like embarrassing for 5 minutes. But then again, there's also David rooting for you.
I'm
so
gonna
I don't
crank
think
the
it would've
AC
been
up real
bad
quick.
at all.
I'll be right back.
You just asked. For sure, for sure.
Sorry, I started sweating, and I cannot handle that.
I thought it was about to snow over there.
And a bit, yeah.
In a minute, right? Just but I don't know. You can always ask. I mean, you can always go back there and just be like,
My
go with
biggest
your coworkers.
call my coworkers. My biggest issue is like I just don't feel like I'm emotionally ready for anything.
I mean, you're tired, and I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say so either.
Like when all that stuff was happening, like I was thinking like, oh hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And then I started thinking about the whole ass relationship, and then I was like, maybe not. Maybe I'm okay.
I mean, I think that's good. If you're like, I'm not ready for a relationship, you don't go for it at the fucking first chance.
But she was really cute.
I guess you can fucking risk it then. Why not?
Her name's Mika. I just don't want a relationship.
during the whole drive back, Dave was like, "Bro, turn around and ask. Bro, turn around and ask."
No, fuck no. I was the one who was like, I'm gonna turn around. David was like, yeah, then that's gonna be a solid no for her.
That would be a solid no, though. Yeah.
David was the one talking me out of turning around.
Okay, good. Yeah. Because if you didn't ask there, don't you turn around? Were you supposed to say, "Hey, I'm sorry. I think I might have been misreading things. Was that no? Oh, Okay, for sure. And then you'd go back in your car and you speed off.
If it wasn't for David, for sure that night I would have gone back. And the thing is, like, it was basically closing time, so I would have looked like a big ass weirdo.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. She would need to have been walked back to her car for sure.
I think I need to use the restroom.
You think you need to, you don't know?
I do need to, but I'm hoping it goes away.
Oh, for sure.
And it's probably not gonna go away. Okay, I'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes.
For sure, for sure. Well, it's a speed run, so you kind of just have to keep it going. Sorry, bud. Hello, chat. How's everyone doing tonight? What you all up to? That is a solid question. I would have hit the classic 10%. Assuming I'm tired, it would have been easy, like 15%, you know, fucking tip the usual. 15, probably 10% actually, if I'm being really honest. Being really honest, whenever they're like, how much do you want to tip? I always do like, I want to be that guy who puts no, so I always put the last, like the 10%. Or like to the nearest dollar. Double with taxes? Dude, you think I can afford double with taxes? Fucking, I wish. Actually, that depends on the restaurant, right? I mean, like, like let's say I go to a Korean barbecue, and they're already hitting me with what's it called? The gratuity. If I'm going with friends, I'm not gonna tip double the tax. All right, you already got the gratuity, so I'm like, I'm a little. I already showed like a little bit of gratification, so I just tip a little lower than I can, like what I can afford, whatever. Hey, honestly though, depending on which one you go to, it kind of feels like it. All right. Some of the Korean barbecue places, dude, their meat just slap. Mr. Moo, yeah, dude. I send the send the respect to the slaughterhouse. Uh, but yeah, some places do the meat like really good, but like usually the better the meat, you know, the more expensive it is, of course. Is anyone doing anything for Halloween? I feel like no one like now kind of cares about Halloween unless it's for like a party or something. Like I don't see trick or treaters anymore. Like I don't think they don't do the whole trick or treating thing anymore, do they? Like not counting last year. I'm talking like 2015, like forward. Like trick or treating was just kind of not a thing. At least not in my area. In this economy, yo, okay. It's just a bag of candy, all right? Like you know what? I'm one of those kids who like I was one of those kids who fucking loved candy corn. All right, candy corn was like on my top three on like favorite candies. I know people don't like it because it's like waxy. That's exactly like it, why I like it, dude. That's what's. I get like hyped when I get like what like Kit Kats more. I don't know. I like the crunchy taste of Kit Kats. That really pops it up a bit. You know, really helps. How to create. What's that, chat? I'll be right back. I've always wanted to try one of those cheeses, the red the wheel cheese with the red like edging, the outside fucking crater wax. I've always wanted to see the try one of those cheeses. I thought they only existed in like fucking movies and stuff. But those like cheese wheels, they look real good actually. Like I don't even know where you get one of these. I've never seen them in my stores. I guess you have to get them at like specialty like cheese shops, huh? I can never. The cheese connoisseur. That's like that's so niche, you know? It's like wine tasting. Uh like I think wine tasting is kind of lame because it's just too like I don't know. I drink the stuff. I don't like swash it in my mouth and see if it's good or not. But cheese tasting? I don't know. That doesn't actually sound too bad. It's niche. It's like a small audience for sure, but like it seems really cool. At least tasty. Unless you're lactose intolerant. But fuck it. You might risk it. Who knows? You live your own life.
Okay, I had to take a quick little shower too.
What's up?
When it's a lactose shit, a shower is like a shower just has to happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. What were you guys talking about?
You ever seen those real cheeses with the red wax outside edging?
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah.
I know there's a super famous one that they do it like as a snack.
I've never seen those.
No,
I always wanted. No, I've never seen those.
that's like the most
Maybe-
popular. It's like one of the most popular snacks. It's like the real cheese that you could like. Damn, man.
I've never. Nah.
Huh.
It sounds tasty.
I wouldn't know because I'm lactose intolerant.
Wouldn't you just risk it? You wouldn't risk it?
No, there's only certain times I risk it, and for certain things, I don't risk it for anything. For just
Fair enough.
anything.
You don't want to risk it just for like the thrill of having some cheese or milk.
I hate that everyone that I work with is so like food snobby because like one of the things that someone told me the first time I was like at work because I told them about the Sonic thing. One of the first things I hear is, Alex, can you explain to me why you're located right in the middle of so many delicious restaurants, yet you actively chose to eat Sonic? I'm like, I don't know, because I wanted to. Fuck off. Yeah, dude. The thing is, like, he's not wrong, but like, don't throw it at my face like that.
Hey, come on, you didn't respect that a little bit. He just said it how it was.
I do respect that, but it's like, don't put me on blast in the middle of a team meeting, you know?
Oh, it was during the team meeting.
Yeah,
Never
it
mind.
was
I thought
during
it
a
was
team
like
meeting. That's why I was like, alright, never mind. And everyone always talks about like the food they make, how they make it, blah blah. I'm just like, damn, bro. There's frozen dumplings in my fridge and rice that I could cook up. That seems to do pretty well for me.
Did anyone else start at the same time as you?
No. The thing about where I'm at is that it's kind of like a maintenance site where not much active work is happening. And to be honest, I feel like at the end of the year, a lot of us are getting kicked out. Not this year, but like the year cycling, basically, when I first got in. A lot of us are getting kicked out. We're getting new locations.
Sure.
And it's just because, honestly, like, one, Utah isn't a profitable site for them. Because
Hold up, so
it's
one
been.
second.
Oh, for sure. How's chat doing? All one of you. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. He works hard for the money. He works hard for the money, honey. Oh, that was kind of loud upstairs. I wonder what's happening over there. Just going to actively choose to not participate. So we put this one here. Yes. We put this here. Nice. And then we put this. Where does it go? So, oh, we put it right there. Interesting. Doesn't feel like it wants to go in. Oh, they fucking. I have not heard any good noises like that in a while. I mean, it goes in this way, but. Oh, it is supposed to go in that way. Damn it. Okay. Oh, Tom. Where art thou? She works hard for her money. She works hard for her money, honey.
Block.
Damn. You switched devices again.
Oh, sorry. One sec. Bloop.
Like a robot.
Devices real fast. One and talk to me. Hello. How's the build going?
It's going great. I think I might want it to go a little bit quicker because I think in about 2 hours is when the snow starts. So it's 40 degrees outside.
Fuck.
Yeah. When I was out with my coworkers, we went out for a walk, and holy shit, I was freezing.
You didn't bring like a jacket?
I had a flannel. That's all I had. I was freezing my balls off though.
It wasn't like a warm flannel?
No, it was kind of thin.
Yikes.
It was a big yikes. That aside, because we're working on our third bag.
You didn't ask your coworkers for like a sweater?
Yeah, they told me like they had a. Well, it was a girl who was like, "Oh, I have a jacket you could borrow," and I'm on my. I was like, sorry, ma'am, I'm extra fat. I don't think there's like any jacket I have."
So you even tried putting it on? Nothing like that? Wow.
She was a skinny ass person, dude. That jacket, no matter, that jacket's good. I don't even know what to say right now.
What if she like randomly had like a extra large fucking, sweater jacket?
If she did, she's an
whatever.
amazing host.
Oh yeah, huh? But you didn't even give her the chance. That's what's the weirdest part to me.
So the main reason why I got this Lego set is because this has the old style of Luke Skywalker.
Well, with like the black hand and the.
Not with the black hands, but like the hair. The hair is important.
Oh, it has the style with the little thing on the top left.
Yeah.
It has a little, yeah.
And the new ones have like more of a detailed hair, and since I'm old school, I don't like that new shit.
I mean, the new one sucked. Like, no one's gonna debate you on that.
Yeah. I actually got Luke's land speeder, so that's like one of those big boxes.
I like how for the title you put the number set, because it makes me know which one are we competing for.
Hey, these Lego fans are crazy. I put the number set too because you can see analytics, and how they found my other Lego build was with the searching for that exact thing with the number.
Dang.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, time to put the number set. I'm looking for editors for my YouTube channel. Thomas, you wanna be an editor?
Are you gonna pay me?
Yeah,
How much?
I'll pay you in equity.
Fuck off.
If I ever get big, I will want to get an editor.
Yeah.
And my offer to him is going to be like, whatever I make, you get a percentage. I can't pay you a set amount, but I could pay you part of what I earn.
If what you make is trash, you get trash. That's right.
A 50-50 split.
So I watched a speed build. Someone said, there's like 3/4 into the video, someone said, I'm stuck on this part. So good luck. It looks like it's a sketchy build. It's gonna be touch and go. We'll see how we do though.
Nice. This is actually a YouTube tutorial on how to build Lego set number 75302.
I feel like there's instructions for each one of these. I think it's only the popular ones, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I told you why I want to do YouTube.
No, why?
I've wanted to do YouTube ever since I was a child. So okay, so like when I was in high school, I was like a sophomore, and I made this YouTube video of me playing Minecraft, and I remember I recorded it, and like I was trying to get my girlfriend at the time into it and be like, yeah, like imagine like I could be a YouTuber, blah blah blah, and she was just more of like, have you thought about anything realistic? And I was like, all right, cool. So at the time it was kind of like sad. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I sent her a message and I was like, hey, I just uploaded my first video, like tell me what you think. And then what I get back is something like, I mean, it's alright, but it's not really funny. It feels like you were trying too hard to be funny. And then she was like, if I were you, I'd probably take that down. And I just thought, okay. It would have been nice if I heard you tried really great for your first time, but I mean, there are certain times where you're a little bit forced. But honestly, like you're out there getting it, blah blah blah. Nah, I gotta fucking keep hitting the books, kid. So ever since then, I just never tried it again.
Oh.
And then while I was at work, I was like, why the fuck am I coming in to something I don't really care about? Blah blah blah. So Then I just started thinking like, what do I have to lose? There's a time when I tried Twitch, and I remember I got discouraged a little bit. I was building a fan base, everything was going great, and then out of nowhere, like I had a someone who was chatting, and then he was like, "Damn, you still live at home?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm going to community college." And then they're like, "Oh, you're going to community college? So you're going to fake college?" And I was like,
What is happening?
"Why are you just being so toxic in this channel?" And Harrison said, like, I was just like, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna stream." Oh, it's starting to rain hard. I could hear it.
Well, good luck. I just hope you have fun with it.
I get a high off of getting views. I don't know why. Like when like, okay, so for that one that has like 1.4 thousand views, I recorded it. I uploaded it, and at the time I was kind of tired, and like the next day was work for me, so I just went to sleep, and I woke up the next day with 1.4 thousand and like 40 something likes, 45 likes. I was like, yo. So then I saw like what the trend was, and apparently all those 1.4 thousand happened instantly, like within 10 minutes they got 1.4, and then it just took a massive fucking dump. So
That's weird. How does that work?
I don't know. Then the other one I uploaded went to 500 right away, and then it stopped, and that's when I was like, okay, that's where it stops. But then I woke up today and it went, I think it's like at 800 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just thrive off shorts. I hear they fund like they now pay for people who do like really good shorts or whatever.
That's what I'm kind of seeing right now. I feel like shorts is a really good way of like. So okay, so I have two things that are in the works. Okay, one is how CS:GO has that event going on. When the stickers go on sale, I'm gonna buy a shit ton of stickers and mass open them on stream. And the other thing is, that Need for Speed.
What's it called? I keep forgetting his name.
Who's?
Need for Speed Unbound.
Unbound? Yeah, that's coming out. I'm gonna buy that on release night, and I'm gonna call in sick for the next day, and I'm just gonna stream the fuck out of it.
I beat the whole story.
Yeah. In one
I
sitting.
think it looks cool. It's just kind of the art style is kind of different.
So okay, I was kind of debating it for a long time. I was like in the boat of like, oh my god, like art style, blah blah. And then I realized like, if I want like realism and all this kind of stuff, I go to Forza. My favorite thing about Need for Speed Heat is the fact that it wasn't realistic. So I'm not gonna complain anymore. And honestly, like the art style, even though it looks like cartoony and stuff, it still looks good. You can tell me it doesn't?
It does look good. You're right.
It looks good. The one thing that I was a little off on is like the tire smoke and all that. But whatever, it's cartoony. And I don't get Need for Speed for sim racing.
I suppose that makes sense.
So I'm super excited.
They stopped doing Shift.
Yeah. They did a good game with Shift though. Shift was a banger. It's not their first time going for a bit realism. Need for Speed Pro Street was, which I still think Need for Speed Pro Street was a banger game.
Need for Speed Pro Street.
But I mean, for Shift being their last realism game, they did a really good job. Pro Street has to be one of my favorite Need for Speed games, which is a hot take. That's why I don't really say it.
I still love 2005. That's my favorite.
Oh, Most Wanted?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I remember
one of the best ones.
when I first had Twitter, I think it was like in 2011 or something, or 20. Yeah, I didn't understand like how Twitter worked, but I sent a tweet to EA, and I was like, hey, I feel like the Need for Speed community would actually benefit a lot from having a new having a new Most Wanted made. And then I talked about how like a lot of us miss the kind of the adrenaline of running from cops and all this kind of stuff. And I just said like letting you guys know, as if they fucking care, you know. And they actually replied to that tweet,
What did they say?
and they said something like, "Hey, we hear you loud and clear. We just want to let you know, stay tuned for our next." I think it was like, I forgot what event was going on, and they're like, "Stay tuned because what you see from our studios might actually surprise you." I was like, "Huh." So then I watched the event, and that's when they unveiled the new Need for Speed Most Wanted, which was the one from 2012 or something. And I was like, this is fucking garbage. They didn't listen to my tweet at all, dude. I told them to make it just like 2005. And now they fucked it all up.
We heard you, and we're doing our best. And then they're just like,
I just like the idea of like, because I didn't know how Twitter worked. I'm just over here like, hey, Need for Speed. A fucking prepubescent teen. Can you guys make a really good game again? Just this company responding to my tweet like, hey, don't worry, we're working on it just for you. And then I get it.
and that was when you were young, so you were probably thrilled, huh?
I just thought that was normal. Like, I didn't know how Twitter worked, so when they responded, I just thought like, all right, good for them.
Just didn't care.
But the thing is, like, a lot of people like didn't really have Twitter at that time, so no one else is tweeting at them. I just like the idea of this, like, I like the idea of this prepubescent boy just fucking telling them what to do, as if they're not this huge ass company.
You just see the company fall from their graces because they followed your fucking advice. Can you imagine?
It's just crazy to think that, because what they responded with was basically saying like, well, we're actually working on it. And it's crazy to think that they're working on it and responded to my tweet like that way before it was unveiled.
Right, that's pretty cool. Too bad they didn't deliver it, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I tried finding it after, like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. I tried finding it. I don't know if that Twitter account got replaced with something different, because I think you could see my tweet, but I don't think you could see the tweet from Need for Speed.
Okay. What was your Twitter handle before?
Oh, that's man, I would need to remember that. If you go through my followers, you could actually find me.
For sure. I'm not gonna do it. That sounds like work.
Yeah, you got to see a picture of me in high school.
I've seen like pictures of you from high school. I don't need to see more.
Oh, okay. You know what? No one will want to see you either. Fuck you, dude.
Whatever. I used to speed run. Okay, that was my gig on Twitch.
Yeah, you actually did really well too.
Then I stopped because like I wasn't playing anything else. I was poor. I didn't buy any new games.
See, I'm aspiring to be like my favorite Twitch streamer, LifeStrike09.
Shut up. Can't wait for Twitter to get bought so I can finally say whatever I want. Because before that,
It's just never a good time when I log into Twitter. I can't even do it publicly now because I get a lot of like half-naked girls showing their vaginas.
That's awesome, dude. I should get boxing things and like tech stuff.
Okay, wait, I can give you the handle right now. You ready for it?
Okay, just send it through Discord.
Nah, it's too much work on my end.
Oh my god.
Let's go. It's like where did I have some? Oh shit. Shit like that. There we go. Oh. Always when I'm with you. Let me go home. Home is wherever you. I wish I could play music while I stream.
Yeah, you should probably put music on your stream.
Because I get copyrighted.
When you message Blizzard, you actually just asking them with their workers. So true. Do you even consider that when you were tweeting EA, hey, make it to like Need for Speed? They like yelled at their workers. We have a kid out here who wants to Need for Speed just like Most Wanted. Okay, so get back to fucking work. Work those 100 hours because you already messed up.
Every customer counts.
Every customer counts.
It's so
Okay,
insane how good Need for Speed Heat was.
Dude, because they were at a downturn for so long, and then they dropped Heat like it was easy.
The thing is, like, Heat was like their swan song. Like, the company knew that they were gonna get dissolved.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I guess that's all it took for them to drop a fucking banger. Like, all we needed was the company to just get ruined and like be warned that that next game is gonna be their last game, and then I don't know, they're like, oh, I guess we gotta make a good one now. It's like, what? You guys know you guys could have been making the good ones for a while, right? And guess what? If you were, you guys wouldn't be out of a job.
That's what I hope happens to Infinity Ward, and they fix up Halo. Who's fucking developing for?
Yeah, it's like...
My bad. I totally just I was thinking of Call of Duty. Sorry, for some reason. 343 Industries. My bad.
That's what I hope happens to Infinity Ward, and then they can make a good Halo. Wait, what?
Bro, I think they can do it.
Yeah, I feel like we need Captain Price in Halo.
Hey, dude. Okay, so have you played Modern Warfare 2?
No, I haven't. Isn't that the new one that's just coming out?
So not the new one, but the old one.
Oh yeah, I have.
Okay, so you know how awesome the last scene is, where you're chasing down, was it Shepard, and then at the end you throw the knife, right?
Bro, fucking spoilers, dude.
Whatever, dude. If y'all haven't played Modern Warfare 2, that's on you.
Okay, yeah, I do know.
Okay. Do you want me to spoil the ending for like the new Modern Warfare 2?
Shit. Probably not, because honestly, like, it looks like a game I do want to play through.
Okay, fine. They do it 20 times better.
So they have the same cast?
Fucking Captain Price turns into an alien and then eats Shepard.
So is this Halo? I do like... Okay, but fun. I have always liked the Call of Duty careers. I was gonna say cartels. I have always liked the Call of Duty careers. I just feel like I don't know if you've played Cold War.
I played like beta.
It was the first time in the career where you get options about what you want to do, where you want to go, and all that kind of stuff. That's when I stopped playing. Because I don't play Call of Duty to make important decisions that could affect the future. Because like there are certain things where like if you didn't like solve certain puzzles, then you wouldn't get to play this mission or something like that. And I'm just thinking like, fuck you guys, dude. Like I don't play Call of Duty to like use my brain and explore and figure out puzzles and all this kind of. No, like I use Call of Duty for it to be a linear shooting game where I turn my brain off and I just shooty. So then that's when I stopped caring about the career modes.
I would not want to play zombies with you.
Why?
Because now it sounds like you're gonna be the reason we fucking lose.
What do you mean? Dude. Okay, last time I played zombies, I was in high school. It was Black Ops 2. And my girlfriend's sister at the time had it, and it was the only way for me to play zombies. Now, I used to really follow this YouTuber called Pro Syndicate.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And like I would look up like how he like does zombies and all this kind of stuff. So when I got the chance to play it, I went to round like 18, and I had a train and everything. Like I was fucking sad, dude. And even like my girlfriend at the time's like mom was like, "Damn, you're pretty good at this." And I was like, "Yeah, what can I say? I don't have a life." And what happened? Oh, I gave it to her cousin. So her cousin was there, and I was like, "Hey man, you want to play it?" And he's like, "Yeah." So at like 18, gave it to him. Died within 2 seconds.
Oh dude, did you call him trash and shit? Did you?
No, he just felt bad. He was like, "I suck," and I was like, "Yeah, you do."
Oh, that's sweet of you. So what? You just went over just to play zombies? Sometimes.
Honestly, when I was a kid, I was not a good person in that relationship. Dude, I found like my old Facebook messages between her and I, and holy shit, I was toxic.
What? What would you do?
Like, okay. I don't know if I should.
Message chat this works.
I don't know if I should be. I don't know if I should be admitting this on the live stream.
Oh, is it that bad? Never mind.
Like, it was pretty bad, but honestly, like what I'll say is I'm not the same person anymore, and I'm proud of that. I don't know if I should be. I don't know if I should be. What the fuck?
Oh, is it that bad? Never mind.
Like, it was pretty bad, but honestly, like what I'll say is I'm not the same person anymore. I could hear myself on your end.
Can you hear like my end of the stream?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, my headphones just died.
Your audio sounds a lot better actually now. I hit a circular thing, but where is it?
Yo, should we get David in the call?
I'd be down, dude.
David.
Oh, he's on. Hey, David, do you want to join the call?
Do you want to do the call, sir?
Did you say sir? Sure.
Sure. That's what I like.
Do you want to add him or do you want me to add him?
You Adam, you're the streamer. I want you to do the work. Hold on, let me see if I can add him. I can add him. You're on the fucking clock right now.
I'll wait till David joins so I can tell a story of how much of a shitty person I am. And the reason I'm comfortable selling it is because like I have to own up to it and admit it, and I have to recognize that I am not that shitty person anymore.
That's good. I'm sure. Because what, you were like 18, right?
No, I said these things when I was like 15.
15.
Hello.
Oh, dude. 15's even like a little more way more forgivable. What's up?
What's
David?
up,
How
my
you been?
boy? How have you been
We're
doing?
I feel like I haven't
I'm
talked to you forever, dude.
chilling. Yeah, the last time we talked was on Instagram. I'm just saying.
What the fuck? Is that true? What happened?
We
To be
messaged
fair,
each other on Instagram. We, Seth
I
knows
haven't talked
about
to-
this, but I don't think we should relay our DMs out loud.
Oh.
I hope it wasn't toxic.
It was kind of something. It was something.
For sure. Okay.
um.
I showed Seth the messages. It's
Is
Oh,
it bad?
no, I don't think-
No, I don't know.
I don't think you showed them to me. You just told me what they were, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah, I did. I did tell you what they were. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's right. Yeah. Oh shit.
And you tell me if that's toxic or not.
That was major toxic, and
It was very toxic.
we're gonna keep that out of the stream.
Why else did I not say it out loud?
Good call, my guy. Forgot that. I can't believe that was in July. Yo, okay, how's that? That feels so long ago now, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
No,
apparently
I'm not saying.
it's still relevant. It's still
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
relevant, though.
I'm not saying we bring it up. I'm just saying, respective to looking back, that feels so long ago.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck, that's crazy, dude.
Is it still not? Is it still relevant? I'm pretty sure it is, though. That's the
No,
thing.
yeah, definitely. We'll just throw that to the wayside.
So
Yeah.
what? So there's one day, I was like going through all my Facebook messages, and I saw those Facebook messages between me and her, and I was like, "Huh, kind of curious." So then I opened them up, and in between all the cringe, the actual raw kind of thing, times.
Wait, is this your high school days or?
Yeah, this is this is
Okay. I'm just
my-
trying to recognize the timeline right now.
yeah, this is my high school girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
There's a moment, I forgot where she went to, probably like Big Bear, Chicago, somewhere. She went somewhere, and I remember we were talking, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, I was wearing tights," because I for some ungodly reason I was like, "What are you wearing?" And then she's like, "I'm wearing tights," and I flipped the script. I was like, "Why are you wearing tights? Why are you wearing tights out in
No
public?"
way, dude.
Yeah,
Really?
dude. Yeah. I was like, "Why are you wearing tights out in public?" And she was like, because I wanted to be comfortable." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm just kind of interested in knowing of whether a guy was checking you out or not." And she was like, "I don't know because I wasn't looking to see if a guy was checking me out." And I was like, "So you're just gonna wear tights and not care if someone's checking you out?" Like, dude, I was
That
reading
was
these messages.
literally 15.
I was reading these messages, and the first thing that came into my mind was like first of all, if a guy's checking her out at that moment, the tights are not the issue. The issue is pedophilia.
Yeah.
Second of all, like that's just disgustingly toxic.
No, definitely. Wow.
So when I
I'm
read things like
with you, Alex.
yeah, no, when I read things like that, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't understand why she said the things she said about me when she broke up after she broke up with me. When even that message alone was like enough for her to be like, yeah, this is why I dumped him.
Yeah, that would have been understandable. I would have been like, oh, crazy.
Yeah. I don't understand why she had to go the complete extreme opposite way, but fuck it.
David, what you been up to? What were you doing before you got on?
Lost Ark.
Lost Ark, is that new? No, that's old. That's an old survival game, isn't it?
It's a Korean MMO, man.
I've never heard of it. Is it good?
It's a time sink. Don't
That-
do it.
Okay.
It gets you addicted, and then it kills your hopes and dreams. But then
I've been
before
trying-
that, I was studying. But it's
How many hours have you spent in it?
in white hours or
Yeah.
like all hours? You mean?
How many hours? Yeah.
So I think the game's been out for like around 9 months, and I have 933 hours.
God damn. Holy shit.
It's bad. I know. It sucks. It's tough.
Okay, but how often are you just kind of idling?
You know, Thomas, we don't ask those questions.
Oh my god. Sounds like a good game at least.
Hmm?
It sounds fun if you're able to sink
It's-
900 hours.
It has more. Remember when we were really into Path of Exile?
Yeah.
Yeah, it passed my Path of Exile hours already.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even think about it like that. That's a lot.
When do we start the intervention?
Yeah, it's an intervention. It's time for an intervention, but people sink more hours and more money. Than
Oh,
I
okay.
have.
Just because someone else drinks more than you do doesn't mean you have to stop. Doesn't mean you don't have to stop.
That's true.
I
As long as
don't have
someone's
to
done
stop.
more.
You're right.
You live however you want.
This is America.
True.
This is America.
I'm trying to focus on the speed run though. Any percent.
Yeah. Any percent. He's not using fast hands on this, I noticed, for his perks.
Yeah, he's not using mods to help him a little bit. You
I
know,
hate you guys.
he's doing the secure method.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Secure.
he's making sure everything's pressed down. Yep, tight. Yep, secure and
Mhm.
tight.
Now he
I've
has to
seen.
place it on nice and tight, or else it might fall apart later on in the build. We'll see how it is runs.
You know,
Oh, I could see someone as an avid in the Lego speedrunning community. He understands. Someone is an avid in the Lego.
yeah, he is. I can
So-
tell this guy's.
So Thomas, when is that PC build coming in?
Thomas is building a PC.
His PC crapped out, so I think he's. thinking
Oh,
about one.
is that when he was messaging you when we were out at
Oh
Nacho
yeah,
Daddy?
yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were at Nacho Daddy and he was not feeling your messages, man.
I was distracted
like-
a little bit.
Well, you were distracted because you just got out of work and you're just like, I'm not feeling it right now. And then I got his hopes and dreams up and
And-
we crushed him at the same night.
And we never acted on it.
And you never acted on it.
Bro.
So- wait, do you know about this, Thomas?
We were talking about it earlier.
Okay, wait,
recently.
David. I feel like you're better at telling the story, so I want you to tell it.
Yeah, because from what I got, I was like, maybe not. I don't know.
So I think we went to round 1 that day. We got out of it and we're like, oh yeah, his coworker recommended Nacho Daddy and it was like a good place. And we're like, okay, sure, let's go. Like it was like one of the places he was like he had high expectations for. Well, Seth had high expectations for. I'm like, okay, sure. So we went there and then like he's tired. He just got off work. We spent like an hour at an hour and a half or something at round 1 and we were just there. We got there. I was like, hey, this girl's kind of cute, and he was like, eh. And then at a certain point, like he just like she noticed that he was really tired, or like he was just something was with this guy, and he's like nauseous or something like that. He was just not. Seth didn't look like he was doing well,
Okay.
and like I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom at a certain point, but like there was like before that, she was just doing all these things that are like kind of cutesy, like like doing like a peace sign or like throwing a leg up or something like that. But like she's very energetic when she's next to us, and it's kind of that thing where it's like, oh yeah, let's make it's either I want the tips from this guy or like I'm interested or I want this guy to
Sure.
like.
And
Yeah.
what I forgot to specify last time is that the other two tables that she was waiting on, zero energy.
Oh yeah, there was no energy going on the other tables. Considering that, like when we came in, there was kind of like a big party and there was no one else. So she was kind of like when she was taking her orders, she was like, "Oh, I really love this. Oh my god, this is so good. Great choice and everything." Like and all that shit. I was like, "Okay, sure." And then she was like, she hovers around a lot, and she's like, "Oh, you guys need anything else?" Like, "Oh, can I interest you in any like drinks, any more drinks and all that shit?" And then there's another table that came in. It was like two middle-aged guys. It was like think about like 10 years older than me and Seth.
Okay.
And it's just two guys right there, and she like took their orders and everything, and next thing you know, like she didn't have that same energy, and like she usually comes back to our table like every 2-3 minutes. It's like, "Hey, can I help you if anything else? Is there like is everything to your liking and everything?" But like whenever she was going back to the kitchen, she didn't even care about that other table that she already took the order for. And then I realized at a certain point, because I was looking towards the kitchen and she was there, her eyes were like locked onto our table for the most part. And I was just
She's
trying to
like
do my
staring.
yeah, it was a uncomfortable staring. And then I was like, okay. That's the only reason why I was like, okay, I'm uncomfortable with the staring, so I'm gonna like go to the restroom. And when I was going to the restroom, she like I'm pretty like Seth told me she came out to him and she was like, "Hey, are you okay?" and everything. I don't know if she was patting your back or like anything along the lines of that, but I was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And then like when I got back, like she like kind of in like less than
She
5 seconds
walked away.
she walked away. I was like,
But she didn't even say
okay.
anything to David. She just straight up
She
walked
didn't
away.
say anything to me, and I was like, okay, I guess.
Wait, okay, so wait for real. Her staying got so uncomfortable. You decided to go to the bathroom.
Well,
'Cause
I needed to kind of take a piss, but it was like it just kind of made me uncomfortable because she was just staring. Because like I'm pretty sure Seth was just not feeling like great, and I think she understood that.
Probably. I was like, okay, maybe she. I see. I need to see how bad Seth looked because if it was like, if he looked like dead tired, then I'd be like, I think she's just making sure you don't fucking die.
It was pretty bad. David has seen me
Yeah,
like
it
that
was.
before, and it's one of those moments where like it looks like I have no soul left, and
Yeah.
like I I just don't respond. Like you can ask me a question, and I'll just look at you.
He yeah, he's zoned out. He's zoned out. He's focused on his own thing, or he's just not feeling like he wants to talk or anything. And it's like, okay, sure, I'll just be here. I'm just here. And yeah, so after that, like, she still came every like few minutes or so to like talk and see if everything's all good. And then that's when Seth kind of like after that point, Seth kind of noticed that she was like kind of around us and she was like kind of interested or something along the lines of that.
Because the thing is,
And
like, we thought it was worried, but we like if it was worried, her and I squashed out the moment David went to the restroom. because instead of like looking weird or anything, I just straight up told her like, hey, like I'm not used to this 9 to 5 life. I'm in a different city, like all this kind of stuff. And I told her like, if you're worried, I totally understand, and I really do appreciate you. Just know that I'm okay. Like my friend's okay. We're all okay. We're just dead tired, blah blah. And that's when her and I started talking a little bit more and more about like other things. So we had a full blown conversation while David was in the restroom.
How long was David in the restroom for?
Probably like 5 minutes.
Well, I like the restroom wasn't like readily visible because you had to go
Oh,
outside
so
the door, so I had to ask one of the workers there, like, "Hey, where's
Oh,
the
okay.
restroom?" Yeah, yeah,
So it was like a cold call conversation amount of time. It's pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah. So at that point, I feel like that gets rid of any of her worries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like at that rate, you might have just should have just asked for like a number if you wanted it, but you already said you don't, so meh.
I did want
Well,
at the
I mean, I
moment.
don't think he was interested at that moment, and then I kind of put it into his head as like, "Hey, I think she's kind of interested in you." Like, I mean, you're the local here. You're fucking like around. You're doing all like she's left when I got back on the table, so it's not me she's interested in.
And that's the thing.
And then,
Like when she would talk to us, she would like look at me, and she'd make eye
Mhm.
contact with me, and then that's when I make eye contact with David because I am not social when I'm like that. So me making eye contact with David is me trying to tell David, you talk. I'm not gonna talk, but you talk.
yeah,
But she's looking at me, like she's staring at me. It's almost as if I'm gay, David's my boyfriend, she's trying to hit on me, and I'm looking at David like, honey, are you not gonna do anything about it?
And you know what? If that was the case, that's fine too.
Yeah, I never said that was
But-
wrong. Wait a minute, what's going on, dude? What's going on, Thomas?
What?
Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to reiterate
I
that?
had to, yeah.
Yeah, I
of
never
course,
said that was
homie.
wrong.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm just making it clear. So when it
Okay.
goes on the YouTube video, yeah, it's just a good look. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. The only people that I worry about that think about that are the ones who thought about that when that never crossed my mind.
Kind of weird, Thomas, that you would ever.
Oh my
think about
God.
that.
Just wait until later on when you start getting canceled and they're gonna point to this video and like, no, wait, look at this one dude made it clear it wasn't like that.
But yeah, she recommended churros.
Oh yeah, she did.
That's cool. She said she only knew date spots. I don't know, which is kind of a weird say. I don't know how you only know date spots. I guess if you only go on dates, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of weird that you like she said that, and I was like, okay, but we didn't really close out like the fact that she does have a boyfriend or not.
And it wasn't until after I
So-
left the restaurant where I was like, what if her saying she only knows day spots is her waiting for me to be like, oh, sick, you and I could go together then?
Oh, cool. Show me some.
Jumps.
Yeah, literally, that's what I was like thinking. But like, it was kind of that thing where like when you're in the moment, you're like, wait, that seems weird because she only knows date spots, so she probably has a man or something along the lines of that. That's what like got me and Seth at that moment. But I was like, wait. At the end, I was like, we should have probably made sure, but I mean,
And it's funny.
that
So
we.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. At the end, it was like we left the restaurant and all that shit, and it was. Then we had that. Seth had that. What's it called? That
Epiphany.
regret.
Like,
That regret.
regret. Okay. I don't know. I'm also good on you for talking him out of like turning around because
Oh yeah, I told him that like if it wasn't for you that night, I straight up would have turned around, and just like looked extremely creepy, being like, "Oh, by the way, do you like me?" David was the one who kept saying like, "I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea."
He's like, what? It's not a good idea, but
He was so close to just running back in.
I was. I'll be honest.
just go to. If you ever want to try again, you could just go check out the restaurant again and see how it goes.
That's what we've said. That's what I've told him. He was like, "Oh yeah, next week Monday when like this because we went on Monday." He's
Uh-huh.
like, "Next week Monday, I'm gonna go back and like figure if she goes like if she's there and then just like ask her out." And then he never did it.
Cause like
Well, if you
after that happened, like I just kind of thought to myself, and I was like, "Why am I trying so hard in this situation?" And then I was just like, "I'm not even looking for a relationship. Like, it's
Yeah, but you're not looking for a relationship, but you're looking for a companion in the city. Instead of flying someone fucking out every single month, you can have someone that lives in the area.
next one is Ivy."
I know.
If she decides to come.
You're flying people out there when you could have had that fucking Nacho Daddy chick. What was her name again?
Mika.
Mika. Yeah.
Yeah. You
To be
could've
fair,
had
David.
a friend, dude.
To be fair, David, you're the only one that I've paid the airplane ticket for.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cause you know I'm the day one, dude.
No, because whenever I try to pay anyone else's, they say no.
Aw. But I paid for food and shit, so like.
Nah, you paid for more than just the food, I think. You paid for a lot. It evened out at the end.
Yeah.
How long were you guys? How long
I
were
was
you
there for like
for?
5 days.
Yeah.
5 days. That sounds awesome.
I mean, I told him straight
Yeah.
out, like, when I work days, you're not gonna be able to rely on me because I'm fucking.
Yeah,
I'm
like
dead.
Seth is kind of dead on work days, to be honest. Like after
Uh,
9 to 5, after his 9 to 5, then he's just like, fuck, I'm so dead.
You came in during a time when, like, there's a lot of work, too. Like, right now, I'm kind of
Mhm.
chilling. But I expect next week or this upcoming week for it to be kind of ramped up again. So for this week that's coming, I'm gonna be dead again.
Yeah, I saw you were on a lot of CS:GO, man.
Yeah. What I like to do too when I'm at work, so I could collect like cases still, I just have it running in the background.
He's not even global elite, dude. He's
Fuck off, bro.
Yeah, Seth, what happened to the Overwatch 2 gameplay, bro?
Oh my
I
god.
need my toxic partner to come back in.
Oh, I don't want to get banned again. I don't know how many bans you could get before you just can't play anymore.
I bet you can do a world record speed run on getting banned on fucking Overwatch 2.
I'm pretty sure I can. I got it twice
Nah,
already.
dude, people are meant to be toxic in that game, dude. It's
It
all
was
good.
designed like that. Yeah.
I mean, the things I would say are not.
Yeah, things you said were fucking terrible, though.
Remember how I talked about being abusive towards my past partner? Yeah, like it's so bad I don't even want to talk about that.
Fair.
I'd rather talk about how I told my ex not to wear tights than what I said on Overwatch. That's how you know it's bad.
I'm waiting for you to accidentally bring that back up just on like CSGO. That toxic energy.
And CSGO it's accepted. It's funny because in CSGO, like people say like a word that they're not supposed to say. Like I'll voice in chat. I'll be like, hey guys, you know, you guys say it a lot. Is it cool if you guys simmer down? Like it's not that funny. And I get kicked from the game. I'm like, all right. So in Overwatch, I get kicked from the video game. But in CS:GO, I just get kicked from the game.
That sounds like CS:GO.
What I like to do in Overwatch when I was bored is I had a girl account, and I wouldn't have voice, but I'd be typing, and just the thought of these guys talking to another girl was enough to bait them, and they'd be like weird about it.
It's like RuneScape making a girl account on RuneScape to steal some dude's like items.
Yeah. And it's funny because like half of them would be like, "Oh no, it's probably not a girl," but the temptation was just too great for them.
So what reactions would you get? Like how would it go?
They would just be like, "Oh, you're not a real girl. You're not a real girl," and I would like type in chat and I'd be like, "Hee hee, like how do you know?" And then they'd be like, "Well, one way you could show me is if you send me some pictures," and then like they'd put the Discord and everything. Hey, like there you go.
Fucking degens, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, Overwatch people desperate, bro.
That was CS:GO.
Oh, they'll see us go.
Yeah, that was CS:GO.
Oh, I thought it would make sense in Overwatch because you paid for another, like you paid for an account. Well, old Overwatch where you had to buy your account. But I mean, isn't new CS:GO fucking like everything's fucking free to play, so you can just make a fucking female account and just play the game?
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, but these guys are too desperate. They're willing to risk it.
Fucking risking it all, dude.
Fuck it, run it, dude.
I needed their kind of attitude at Nacho Daddy.
Wait, what'd you say? That kind of attitude at Nacho Daddy?
Yeah, I needed that kind of attitude at Nacho Daddy.
Yeah,
That would
down
help.
for the count, dude.
No, the next day I just started thinking like, it's sad. It's sad how like this little interaction made me so like hyped. And I was like,
So,
nah, like let me get my shit straight. Because I'm not emotionally available right now. So let me get my shit straight.
You're not emotionally available, but you can always use a companion.
Yeah, but
you
if
can
that
also have a friend. Like it's okay to be friends
Yeah.
with women.
what?
Yeah.
You're
like,
stupid, dude. Who told you that lie?
What the?
What?
Don't you know that? Don't you know that Thomas goes on trips with females? Did he go
Oh,
to Seattle with a woman?
and you expect me to
Richard?
think that you don't fuck, bro?
Not every fucking woman I meet, yeah.
Yeah,
But
dude,
a lot of them,
remember.
right?
I remember you went to Seattle, didn't you, Thomas? And you had like it was like 2 girls, 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
And I messaged you, hey, like tell your girlfriend hi, and you're like, no one's my girlfriend. I was like,
yeah, they're
oh.
all my friends, yeah.
I was like, he's lying, dude. He's fucking one of them.
No.
Definitely. Seth
They're all
knows
my
it.
dear
I
friends.
know it.
See, my question is, what was my invite to Seattle?
Do you want to go?
I'm down.
When?
I don't know.
The same group I went to Seattle with, they want to go to Zion. Or Zion? What the fuck? How do you want it called again?
Zion,
Zion, yeah.
not Zion.
Zion Williams.
You don't say
Zion Williamson.
you don't say lion. You say lion. So Zion.
Zion.
Thank you.
Hey, when did you become like a Utahian?
Utahian. When I converted to Mormonism.
Hey man, Poly's good there, right? Mormons
Oh,
are
yeah.
poly, right?
Polynesian? Oh,
Don't
yeah,
polyamorous or what is it?
yeah, yeah. They're down to fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you haven't been there.
Haven't.
You're not in that state.
Yeah. Hey, when are you gonna be emotionally available, Alex? Just pick a time.
Pick a time.
Just pick a time, man.
Just pick a
It's
time.
not hard. It's not hard
But-
to be emotionally available. You know, just
Just feel less, okay? Come on.
Just stop being a pussy.
Are you
Emotionally
trying to
available.
say that, Thomas? Thomas, are you trying to say that you can hook Seth up?
With anyone? No, not right now. I don't think I know anyone that Seth would like.
I don't even know what I like, to be honest.
How do you know his type, Thomas? It seems like you don't
Wait.
even talk to us that often.
Oof.
No, because I only have one baseline for his fucking type. That's the one I like. That's all I have for a baseline.
Bro, he doesn't Seth like Seth, you like Asians, right?
The thing is, like, if I get in a relationship, I have to like the personality, and that's one thing where I don't know.
You're
Like,
such a liar. You're such a liar. I know you just care about visual appeal.
he's only saying this for a stream, guys.
Oh, dude, I'm watching Seth right now. He's hitting the fucking speed. He's hitting the boosters right now. I'm looking this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking at this.
He's
He
about to
did,
go
one-
Mach
he
5.
did 156 that quickly, dude. I was like, damn.
Mhm.
He already knew what was up, dude. He was.
It's funny because for a lot of these parts, I don't know if like I'm building it correct, but we'll find out at the end.
To
God,
be honest, it looks like they it's really identifiable from the pictures right now,
yeah.
and it looks right.
You're
It
on
looks
it, dude.
right.
So this right here.
Remember, chat, if he doesn't get the world record, he has to throw the whole Lego set on the floor and try again.
Dude, I'd be down.
You would not be down. You'd be fucking
Yeah.
lost.
I'd be down to like make a stream where I have to build it at a certain set time, and if I don't, I have to just toss that shit after I'm done.
Seth. You know that each set has like individual bags helping you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, well, I'm not
You're gonna toss it and break it.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna be like, I don't know which one goes where.
That's part
You
of the
have all
appeal,
the fucking
though.
pieces.
That's part of the appeal.
Yeah, but that like on your second run, you're definitely you're not.
No,
gonna
I'm
be
not
out,
gonna
that's
do
for
it
sure.
twice. I'm not gonna break bags until I finish it. No. Like, it's one and done. If I don't get it on the first try, then I don't get it at all. And next time I build it, I'm just gonna build it at my leisure, just chilling.
Alright, respect to that. I like that idea.
I feel like that would make some good content. If I don't build it at some certain time, then the
You want to
blammo.
make some good content, some super modded Minecraft.
I hate you.
You don't even have like a real version of Minecraft, do you, Thomas?
No, I still have the what's it called?
The T mod, right? Yeah.
The T mod, yeah.
What the
That's
fuck
what
is
they
that? Is that some broke Minecraft?
Yeah.
I don't speak broke.
Shut the fuck up. I'm doing that on
Ooh.
Lego.
I have Tyler 1 as my skin in Minecraft.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Did you see
Wait, how are
his
you gonna
ad
play
read?
a fucking super modded Minecraft?
What?
You can't even join a ton of servers.
Just find just build a zone. You should build a zone.
Wait, what?
What are you asking? What do you say?
You can't even join much servers with a modded Minecraft fucking thing.
Oh yeah, no, you can't.
They have to approve of like those people. And it's just it sucks. It
And
sucks.
no one approves of Thomas.
Yeah. Fucking no one approves of his broke lifestyle.
Exactly. Get the fucking game,
That's
loser.
It doesn't cost that much, freaking Thomas.
How much is it? Like 20?
No, I think it's more now. I think it's like 25 or 27.
That's so expensive, and I don't play kid games, so it's really hard.
It's not a kid game, dude. They made a survival map out of it and all, dude.
You can engineer stuff in that game, so it's actually more sophisticated than you think.
It's $30, just so you know.
$30. That's not bad though.
Nah, to be honest, for a game that came out like 10 years ago, it's pretty bad.
When's the sale, dude? Fucking.
It's not even on
Moses.
Steam, bro.
It's not, and they just made it to where you have to have a Microsoft account.
Oh my god, it's falling apart. This game's washed.
I don't like that, to be honest. It did kind of upset me.
What, having a Minecraft? What's
Mi-
it called account?
Yeah.
Microsoft. Well, don't you have Java edition? Do you need to log in
Yeah.
to Minecraft? Oh, I remember that. Fuck it.
It's like new things that are coming out that are dumb.
Mm,
Maybe you can just get the Xbox Game Pass and you can get Minecraft on a
True, true, true.
subscription. Huge.
Like, they just put it here. Yeah, I think they just put it here.
How, does that stay up there? So,
It's supposed to. There's supposed to be sticks going through it, but I don't know where. Oh, okay. At the next step. There we go. World record pace.
he's-
does the world record pace include using a manual?
One sec. I'll be like right back. I
Okay.
want to tell some shit out.
He's not gonna be back, Seth.
He's like, I hope he is. The record pace does include a manual.
It's not a manual, it's Emmanuel.
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 I have a friend who's called Emmanuel. Emmanuel. I miss him.
Didn't your best friend Miguel introduce you to him?
No. This is back in high school.
Oh.
Oh, Miguel. I wonder what he's up to.
I mean, apparently he's still your best friend because he knows your favorite game series,
Halo.
Halo. Yeah. Do you know if Halo is Halo even creating the BR still?
Battle Royale?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that. To be honest, like, there was a lot of hype in the beginning when Infinite came out, but everything's kind of dying right now, so I don't know what their plans are.
I mean, overall, Halo fucking died.
It is a pretty dead game compared to like anything else. That's like
343. Do you approve of 343's Halos?
Let me think about the answer to this. Why can't I?
Dude, you're stun locked right now.
Let me see. Oh, I think it's because I did it. Yeah, I should do it that way. And then, nope. Interesting. What? So this should be here, but I shouldn't be getting. Huh. Interesting. What's going on right now? So. Did Cauliflower leave? I haven't seen them type anything in chat. Oh wow.
Who's Cauliflower?
I don't know, but for my first stream they appeared and they haven't left, so I like them. Yeah. Well, so far they haven't left. I don't know if this is them leaving now. I guess cauliflower does not like multiple people talk.
Ooh, almost.
Do I approve of 343? I appreciate their love for the game.
I thought they don't even love the game. If they were, why are they actively kind of trying to kill it?
They're not trying to kill it. The issue is like to make a game for like that, like it's a very difficult task. Because no matter what, the Halo community is just never happy. No matter what. Like, in my opinion, Halo 5 had a really good multiplayer. But people still bitched. So you just can't make the community happy no matter what you do. The only thing I think they fucked up in, into where I'm like, alright, come on guys, like there's no excuse for that, was the story from 4 and 5.
Yeah, the story was ass, no?
Yeah, the story was
They didn't even try on 5.
They tried, they just had, it just wasn't a good story. They fucked up on the story, and that's kind of where like a lot of people kind of backed off from Halo. Their multiplayer in 5 was great. The thing is, Halo 5's Infinite had a really good story. So
Infinite or Halo 5?
I mean, Halo Infinite had a really, really good story with the hand that they were dealt with.
Yeah.
The thing is, it kind of seems like it canceled a lot of what happened between 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very interesting to think that we could have a good story again. But from what I understand, like their development on anything new for Halo is super slow. Like I think they came out saying that they don't want to, if they have a new Halo video game, they want to come out with it in like 10 years. And what they want to do is they just want to ride the wave of Infinite and come out with updates for Infinite and focus on Infinite, which is a little concerning.
Because Infinite's dead.
Infinite's not dead per se.
It's on life support. You know that. I know that.
No, I mean, if you look, like, they had a tournament. They've been having a tournament, and on Twitch, it gets a pretty decent amount of views. They got more than CSGO's.
But tournaments? Wait, no.
Yeah, for a while, the CSGO one only had, like, 10K, and then Halo's had, like, 30K.
Which tournaments for CSGO?
The Blast tournament.
No one cares about Blast as much, right?
Well,
And
okay,
I think
it's unfair to compare it to the Major, because the Major gets, like, hundreds of thousands of views.
okay,
CSGO.
Blast Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one, like finals
Nah.
or where?
When
When did this happen?
I want to say like maybe 2 days ago.
That had peak viewers of 133K.
Hey man, I'm trying to speedrun this build. I can't really focus on my conversation.
Fucking got him, David. Good job.
Shut up.
Proud of you.
Halo World Championships 2022 peak viewers 53,570.
That's it? Oh my god, Halo's so trash.
Okay. You guys are banned.
Okay, so you like isn't the new Halo like they have half the content that they're meant to put in?
So there's kind of, they're supposed to be releasing, from the last time I checked, DLC that's free, and it's supposed to kind of just continue the story. When it's gonna come out, I don't know. Is it gonna come out? I don't know. Like, You
Dude,
just hope.
That Halo's been out for like a year now, dude. To be honest,
Yeah, dude. They fucked up.
a year and some change, and nothing's happened to it.
Yeah.
Because you're always so fucking negative, David. Shut.
Hey, man. Hey, Halo's dead, dude. 3 for 3.
Kind of
It
washed.
was fun for the first few days, and then it just died, dude.
The
Yeah.
issue that they fucked up on is that they didn't like when it first came out, they had what, like 3 maps, 2 game modes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and these people paid
They didn't.
$60 for a brand new game, which they only got a few maps. What's their fucking deal, dude?
Bro, tweet them.
Well, the thing is that the game came like the multiplayer came free,
That's true.
but
That is
it
true.
still didn't make sense for a game to be quote unquote fully launched with 3 maps and fucking 2 big war maps. It just didn't make sense for that to happen.
It really didn't. And also, if the multiplayer wasn't free for how much they released on it, like that'd be insulting.
I'm insulted by you guys right now.
Wait, why you guys
That's a
defend Halo so
diehard
hard?
fan right there, dude. I'm just saying.
I'm saying Cauliflower has not typed in chat in a while. I think we said something to piss him off.
I think they just left because they're probably just doing something else. Maybe they're off. Like,
Cauliflower is
island.
gone. It's not in the. He's not here.
Oh,
She's not in
dude.
the users list.
You pissed him off. It was you, Alex. You're the streamer. It's all your fault.
That's like the only consistent viewer I've been getting.
Yeah, I've tuned in when you were doing your what's it called stream, the with the roller coaster
Oh, Planet Coaster?
simulator. Planet Coaster, yeah. I did tune in for like a minute or two, and I saw that cauliflower messaging. I was like, oh, you have a viewer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep without saying anything.
Listen, guys, if I want to get to the top, I can't have you guys around.
What?
Yeah.
On top speedrunning?
Yeah, tough. I still
Yeah.
remember I still remember the time that I spat ran like a fucking Banjo
Mario?
Tooie. No, Banjo
Oh, is
Tooie, the
that
casual speedrun, and we actually had some like
Oh.
famous like Banjo Tooie speedrunner in my stream typing and shit, and we all just like, yeah, I wonder who he is.
That was crazy. He probably appreciated that. We just didn't know who he was. I'm sure.
No one cares about Banjo Tooie.
Yeah, Banjo Tooie.
Banjo Kazooie was a great watch. Banjo Tooie was just too much at that point.
Dude, I don't know what happened. Banjo Tooie dropped off or something.
Yeah, we
He
didn't
fell
even
through
finish
branch.
Banjo Tooie.
Did we
The thing is, Banjo Kazooie was like a really easy run through, but Banjo Tooie was a lot more difficult, so I had to like get help and stuff, and like it would slow down the process.
Yeah, dude. And I was still waiting for my Super Mario Sunshine playthrough.
Dude, when is that gonna happen?
I mean, I don't have my GameCube with me. Well, I guess I have it on the Switch.
You could emulate it, but don't tell Nintendo, or else you're gonna get canceled.
Can I play it with a? Wait. Can I play with the Xbox controller?
Yeah. Just do it through Dolphin emulator. Yeah, you can just hook it up to a Xbox controller. It should be fine. You might have to download a driver that reads your controller and just configure the controls.
That's so much work.
That's what I did. Fuck off.
Can I just use your computer then?
No, because
wait.
the motherboard. The motherboard.
Wait, so the motherboard died? Like your Wi-Fi card on your motherboard died, then your motherboard died fully.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you doing right now? Are you just trying to replace a motherboard, or what are you doing? with your
I was just trying to
PC?
clean it out. It was dusty as fuck. It was disgusting in there, dude.
Then
I mean,
Uh,
he can't
the-
replace the motherboard because it's a proprietary system.
have you tried
Dude.
getting a new pre-built?
I want to pre-built.
I would say no pre-built, especially because I'm telling you, like, I am completely willing to build it for you for free, for fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you have
down
to
for
take it
that.
to Utah, and then you have to send it back to him.
No, I'll find some time when I get, like, a weekend I could go over.
Dude, honest, he's mad. He wants to fly over to you to build a computer. That's
Yeah.
something.
I'm taking that offer, and yeah, I'm totally down for that.
Make
And
sure you
Travis-
get parts that are compatible.
No, yeah, for sure.
If he builds his PC, I am in charge of picking the parts.
Yeah, I'm down for that too.
Obviously with Thomas's approval, but I am gonna be linking them together.
Yeah, I want to be there, of course. We're gonna be watching Linus Tech Tips as we're building it.
So, depending on how early you want to get the PC, it's great because Intel just dropped a new series, and it looks like a hot banger. Emphasis on the hot because it does heat up, but with a good solution, with a good heat solution, dude, you're fucking cruising.
I bet at lightning speed.
Yeah, like even I'm kind of excited to see what the new graphics cards do because the 4090 is an extreme upgrade from a 3090.
Yeah,
So
but I thought you said that most of that was cap.
I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be cap, but fucking testing has come out from like individual testers, and it is not cap at all.
Mm.
The 4090 is kind of a fucking beast. It's expensive, but it's kind of making me excited to see what the lower tier cards are going to look like. Because obviously he's not going to get a 4090. But if it's like, I think they tested in like in a 3090 Ti, games that you're getting like 80 frames per second on at 4K, on a 4090 you're getting like 120 to 130.
But do you need a 49?
You don't. So that's why it's making me excited to think about what the 3070 is or 4070 is going to look like. Like, is a 4070 going to be the same like power as a 3080 or 3080 Ti, but half the cost? You know?
True.
Blah.
That, and it's going to be a chance for him to get DDR5 RAM.
Oh, is that? Has that been out, or is that?
That's been out for like a year. Prices have kind of
Okay.
settled down a bit. They're
Yeah, no,
expensive, but it's worth it.
I bet. When I opened up my my fucking case, my tower, I saw. I think I had like DDR3s, dude. This is like so old.
I say that like, and I was talking about this with Brandon because Brandon has never had like a good computer.
Uh-huh.
And when he came over to my place, not in Utah, but in general, in my home over there, I let him try out my computer, and even he agreed that like a good computer makes a difference.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm just saying, stop being broke, boy.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh, did I tell you? I got like so one night, like 2 nights ago, I was applying on Indeed, right? I was kind of throwing applications out there because I was kind of like bored.
Hmm.
And then I threw one for a part time as a business business analyst for Farmers Insurance,
Okay.
and I forgot I did this. And then I got a call. I was like, and I like to fuck around with like, what's it called? The spam callers,
Yeah.
the scam callers. Yeah. So I picked up the phone. I was like, "Is this Thomas Carrillo?" They usually ask for my dad instead of me. So that was my first. So I was like, okay, hold up. I'm like, yeah, it's Thomas. Who is this? And they're like, oh, we're from Farmers Insurance. And I was like, all right. So that was leaning more towards scam because I'm like, scam companies always do their insurance gig whenever they call me,
Yeah.
or they do. Wait, I didn't fuck up. All right, this is gonna be like a funny story where I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm like,
Okay, good.
uh, so she was, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. What's this about? And she's like, this is about the application you submitted. I was like, oh, yeah, of course, of course. And then she was like, can you talk for a second? I was like, you caught me at like a bad time. I was literally sitting in front of my computer looking like through this book. And I started searching up Indeed. I was like, yeah, you kind of caught me at an awkward time because I'm trying to find the resume or the application.
Why did
But
you
like,
say that?
huh?
Why did you say that?
Why did I say you caught me at a bad time?
Yeah.
Because with the data scientist call from the truffle company, I felt like I needed to be more ready. So I was looking through the company, seeing what's going on and what they do, and like what they were looking for. And then for the farmers insurance, I didn't really care. I forgot what the role was in the first place, so it wasn't. I didn't think it was anything that I was like interested in. And usually, I can get away with setting up a different time to talk.
Did you get away with it?
Yeah, so like I have an interview with them on like November 7th
That's my
for a
birthday.
part. Happy birthday on November 7th. My birthday was on the
Nice.
12th.
So how did you tell them that you wanted to reschedule the interview? Why did you tell them the reason why you were busy?
No, I didn't tell the reason I was busy. I was like, you caught me at a really bad time. I wasn't expecting this. And then she said sorry, which I appreciated because, yeah, I'm kind of owed a sorry. Uh,
Your oldest sorry?
yeah, she bothered me, dude. I was busy doing, like, other stuff.
Hey,
Then she was
wait,
like,
can you stop? I'm kind of curious. I need to see outside if there's snow. I just realized what time it is. I'll be right back.
for sure. I'll hold off on the story.
You better.
Yeah, you're going to do something about it if I don't?
No, it's still just rain. Keep going.
Okay, cool. Let me see. So was it? She started asking me about my resume. If I was like a UCR student, did I graduate? What was my major? Um, everything I applied for. And she was like, "You applied for a business analyst position." I was like, "Yes, that was me." And then she was like, "Great. So we're gonna go ahead." She basically gave me the phone interview after I said, "This you kind of caught me at a bad time." And then she was just like, "Okay, great. We're gonna set up an interview. Do you prefer virtual or in person?" I didn't know where it was at the time. It's at Downey, so it's not even that far. It's like a 20-minute drive.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like virtual. And yeah, now I have an interview on the 7th for a part-time business analyst role at Farmers Insurance, which I think probably has a high turnover. And it's also weird because I'd never heard of a business analyst position being part-time.
Me neither. Do you have, I forgot we were talking about this before. Do you have any questions about like what recruiters think about and stuff like that?
I was actually kinda. I mean, like, yeah. What do you guys think? Because I'm like, you just try to look for the person who looks like they know what they're doing, and it's kind of cool to talk to.
So on my end, when I was recruiting, first off, like I said, in my company, the technical was important, but it wasn't a make it or break it. We cared a lot about your answers towards the behavioral. Now, it's also depending on what the company needs in a sense. Like my company is also big on relocation. So whenever we were doing an interview and the person was like questioning too much about compensation and stuff, it was an automatic no. And I asked my recruiter why, and she said like if you're already having doubts about relocation the first time around, when it comes to time to like you to have to relocate and stuff, we're just gonna have someone flake. So we're not gonna waste our time with that. I was like, huh. So
Okay.
when it, like if it's like one of the requirements or if it's like one of those things, like definitely, especially I feel like because my company does hire a very competitive package. Um, I guess that's why they're also more hardcore about uh like relocation and stuff and like expecting you to be okay with it. So those kind of things are very important to be like yes, yes, yes. Kind of just see what they're looking for. In my company, like the recruiter started off by saying that um because like the thing is, and especially like in every interview, I feel like the questions were softballs. And this makes sense because Brandon would always say like, you know, it's the interviews aren't that hard because like the recruiter is actively looking to hire someone. It's not like they're looking to reject you. And I would see that. Like my recruiter was actively looking for reasons to be positive about someone. To the point where like when someone gave a bad interview, even she was looking at me like, I mean, because I was the one deciding whether they moved forward or not.
Fuck. How did that feel?
Uh, it felt bad enough to where she had to have a conversation with me. She told me straight out because like she noticed that I didn't want to reject someone who I was obviously on the fence about, and she had like a 10-minute conversation with me. And she was like, "Listen, like I know you were in that position once. I know how bad it feels, and I know like I know you don't want to say no because you don't want to ruin the chance for him." And then she was like, "All I need you to understand is if you pass him through and you don't feel like he's an actual right fit, he could end up being your coworker and you're going to have to work with him like that." And then she's like, "What do you want to do? Do you want to be nice, pass him through, have him in your job site, and then make your life hell at work and make you want to quit work because of how bad he's working? Or would you just rather understand that sometimes people just aren't the right fit and need to move on?" And then she said, "Not only that, but imagine he's at your job site. He realizes he's not doing well. He hates the work he's doing. Then what happens? Then you're going to ruin his life." And then I was like, fuck, she's right.
Damn, so you passed him through. That's so awesome of you.
No,
That's so nice of you.
I fucking straight up, especially because I told her, like, honestly, like, this is my first time recruiting. If you can, just let me interview the next ones, just so I can have a baseline. And she was like, yeah, that's a good idea. We interviewed the next ones, and I remember, like, after the second interview, I remember telling her, like, yeah, no, say no to Zach, please. And then she was like, yeah, you sure? And I was like, yeah, you were right. Zach's 100% no. Because, like, in the technical interview, what I don't like, especially like coming from a hardcore CS like background that UCR was, it was basically an engineering background. If you're gonna tell me you did a lot of like, because the question that we had for them was if they could find the first 100 prime numbers, and he stumbled the first time because what he ended up doing was he found the prime numbers from 1 to 100. And then we were like, that's great, but we're looking for the first 100 prime numbers. So it doesn't have to be between 1 and 100. He's like, oh, okay. And then his method of finding the prime numbers was really off. Like, if I gave you that question, what would you think, Thomas?
If you give me the first, dude, it's 1 in the morning. You want or 2 in the morning? 100 prime numbers. You divide them all by 2. If it doesn't divide by 2, it's a prime number.
That's stupid.
Huh?
Stupid.
I would throw a hash map at it.
No.
Oh, you hash maps. I heard of a lot of these hash maps.
You're thinking too hard on it.
Huh? I'm not thinking at all. That's a problem.
You use a modulo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first guy didn't use modulo at all. He wrote down modulo. Like, not he didn't write down modulo, like he wrote down what modulo does. And I'm just
Oh.
like, boy, like, this ain't gonna work out. Like, if you're telling me like you're that hardcore into CS and that kind of stuff, I give you this question and you can't, like, it doesn't register with you that this is a modulo program. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't feel comfortable having you work with me.
So wait, what did he do instead?
He
I don't
he
understand.
designed his own modulo.
Oh,
No. He didn't do that. He's not that smart. Sorry, I've been talking and I fucked up this Lego piece. Let me see. So this here, you have that there.
Yeah, I'm like falling asleep. I'm gonna dip out, guys.
All right.
okay.
Night,
Love
night,
you.
David. Love you too.
Night, night.
So he like did this thing where like he went from left to right and divided every number to see if it divided, and if it did, then he knew that it wasn't a prime number.
He divided every number from the left side of it. Was it like an early break case kind of thing? Like, if he just divided he found one number that divided, then he continued and then added to like an array of prime numbers?
He just broke out and said, well, I found a number that divided, so it's not a prime number.
Okay.
Which is great. But boy, you got Modulo to help you. Modulo does that. Why did you just do what Modulo does for all the numbers? And that to me was like super weak. And the other thing is like, he was so bad at the behavioral because he was too technical. And
How did he explain the credit card?
he explained it about how like there's a chip in the card that like will register to the bank and like it'll process it through the little payment, blah blah blah. And we're just like, bro, this is an elementary school kid. They know nothing about what you're saying right now. So honestly, like in those parts, I was like, "Ee." But the thing is, we were looking for someone to explain that part non-technical. Then on the technical end, I was
Right.
looking for someone to explain it technical. Um, so that was kind of that guy. Then I interviewed the guy from UCR, and that guy was a gem. I love the dude. He honestly just seemed like a Hispanic just trying to make it through life. He kind of fucked up a little bit in the coding, but I didn't mind because as long as like I would kind of give him some guidance here and there, he would pick it up right away. So it wasn't so much of a big issue for me.
So you didn't guide the other guy? Wow.
The thing is, like the way he coded it was so bad, there was no guiding. I guess I'm done.
That's it? Time.
Shit.
Yeah, put the three guys in front.
How did I stop the time? How did wait.
You have to click on the timer.
Control what?
There might be a pause button.
Is it control what? I don't think there's a fucking pause button.
You sure?
Are you kidding me? I could reset it. Let me see. Let me see what resetting it does. If I do Alt 1. Huh. Oh wait, I should probably start the server. There we go. 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 31 seconds.
Nice. How long to build? What's it called? Lego Star Wars set. Nice. Congrats.
Is there actually like a estimated time?
Hold up. Boo, boo, boo. Do they not have? I always wanted to see if they have like 660 pieces. There's no like average time it will take to build this thing. Fucking cool though. And the wings fold out, huh?
Yeah. Let's see if they fit here. Dude. I just put Luke Skywalker in here also. My boy Luke. Put the little lightsabers in there. Damn. That's a beast right there.
There we go. We did it, chat. We got through.
No one's watching. Why doesn't anyone want to be my friend?
Shut up.
Be my friend, please. Be my friend, please. Please, please be my friend, please. Anyone want to be my friend? Interesting. Well,
That's it, stream.
thank you guys for tuning in.
Yup. What do you